Edmund. Yeah. Welcome to my Sunshine Shoulders live stream today, guys. Let's live, laugh, and have some fun. I see I've got the no troll zone in the house. It makes me feel good. I got some interesting stuff to talk about today, as we always do. I'm not touching that screen today. That's for one thing. Hey, what's going on, Brett? I'm just going to try to handle it as it comes up. Philly boy, what's going on? Smoky Mountain Modeler, good morning. Well, it'll be good evening where you are. Ingram Davis, what's going on? You're in the house. The vice president, what's up, Maurice Howard? That man travels. I'm not going to touch it, Cal. Kay Davis, John, what's up? Hey, Jacob from Houston. John Wells, what's going on, brother? Man, I'm going to tell y'all, I caught it on that video yesterday, but see, people don't understand that we're dealing with the Philippines, and I'm going to give you an example. What's going on, Vince Lawson? Hey, Sam, also known as Elijah. J.M. Jay, what's up, Simply? George Mason. Man, that Final Four has been exciting, man. I've been watching, we get the replay over here. I can't watch the Brasilero Shelton. What's going on, brother? I get the playback over here, but man, that Gonzaga and UCLA game is probably about as good a game as I've seen in a long time. Willie Vasquez, what's going on? That's the name of my, Dr. Vasquez, the name of the doctor that delivered my son over here. Oklahoma is in the house. What's up, Dwayne? Shout out to my buddy Dennis Matthews. He's up there by Flint, Michigan, man. That's my buddy. If you're listening, Dennis, give me a call. Hey, Carmen. I want to give a shout out to Carmen Greenwood today. She made the leap. She's in Playa del Carmen, Mexico now, living her best life. I'm jealous, and I'm in the Philippines. I'm going to tell you, they got some of the nicest sand and water over there. What's up, Sam? Had to use my middle name on Facebook. My oldest son was my name on Facebook. Elijah's my middle name. Okay. Hey, is James Lands in here? Cal Deadman, I'm going to bring you a 21st century on a 4K fire stick. All right, brother. The weather's amazing in Florida. Great day at the beach. But still missing my hometown beach. Chriselle, I'm glad you're in the house. C. Brown. I'm going to wait till we get a couple more people on here before I get started. Hey, good to see you, James Lamb. What's up? Andy Wyatt. Where's Lynn San Diego? I ain't seen her today. You in the house? Flint Doc. Dennis is in the house. All right, brother. Thank you, Dennis, man. I tell you, you're a good man. Dennis's daughter graduated from medical school here recently, man. I want to tip my hat to you, Dennis, man. You and your wife did a fine job with your children. Thomas King, Charles Delby. Philippines, my paradise. That's Ned. Check him out, y'all. I done told you. Oh, okay, Cal. Good looking out, man. Maybe I'll get that in 2023 when the Philippines opens up. What's up, Bobby G? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started, man. The first thing I wanted to hit y'all with is this. Okay, yesterday, I went all the way to Bacolod City to ship this little bitty box. Look at it. The DNA sample for Gail. Get all the way there, and you can see it says exempt human specimen right here, exempt human specimen, right? Well, the man sees that, he freaks out, calls the main office in Manila. They tell him, oh no, I've got to get a doctor's certificate and also a form, infectious disease form. I said, sir, do you see it says no postage necessary in the United States? I could just drop this in a box in the United States. Why are you giving me this trouble? It's the Philippines, guys. Nothing makes sense to you. It's not going to make sense. It's not supposed to make sense. So now what I'm going to do is put this in another box, inside of a box, and ship it. The post office, I guess. He made me so mad, but I held it in. See, that's another thing that I want to warn you when you get over here. If you've never been to the Philippines before, you got to see, excuse my language, you got to see shit over here and pretend you don't see it. You know, you got to put up with stuff that you would never put up with at home. And this was one of them. This little box right here could have cost me make a scene. Tim H said, well, I can't do that. Use the PO, use DHL. Okay, so it means I've got to go all the way back to Bacolod. But I will. Yeah, Flint Doc, that long bus ride for nothing. Check this out, this little bitty box, man, there's nothing in it. He said it's got a human specimen in there, so, you know. First of all, it's what it is this, guys. It's a satellite office. It's not really the real, it's Tugo. So you're dealing with Tugo, really. You're not dealing with FedEx. And he really didn't know what he was doing. The girl did. I could see she wanted to step in and help. But remember, this is the Philippines. She's going to give him just the utmost respect. She's never going to make him lose face. Had I been in her land, it would be on its way to the sender. But I want to hit y'all up again with this. Now, remember I made the video yesterday about the Philippines that's falling and COVID is to blame. And see, because the Philippines is a unicorn in the way that they handle everything, man, including this COVID. Well, listen to this. This is out of the Manila Times. A man died in Cavite from doing squats as punishment for breaking the COVID protocol. Yeah, you heard me right. If you're caught in Cavite breaking the protocol, which in his case was the, the curfew, they found him, he was outside after 6 o'clock, get him water. They caught him, and among other people, they had him in a line, they make them do squats, 100 squats. But if you don't do it in sync, they make you start over. So he ended up doing 300 squats. He collapsed and died the other day. See, the lockdown and this protocol here is causing more damage than the damn COVID. But what can we do? What's up, Sal in Chicago? Call me after this live stream, Sal. That's the reason I didn't hit you back, because, I gotta make sure my phone is charged up. But yeah, he died from, not COVID. COVID didn't kill him. The punishment killed him. Hey, what's going on? Oh, that Bella, no wonder why not so many people's on here today. That Bella, the national championship is on. Yeah, James Lyons, that was brutal, man. Okay, Sal, appreciate you, brother. Rory Bellamy, if the COVID don't get you, the squats will. Hey, Fred, what's going on, man? I was going to give you a shout out last night on my live, but I wasn't sure if you, I forgot you're 2 hours ahead of me, so it would have been kind of late. Hey, Kiss, keep it simple, survival. What's going on? Retard 2019. Hello from Carrollton, North Carolina. Oh, Mr. Knight said, Chicago team not in the tournament, so I don't care. I don't blame you. That's how I used to do. If Louisville got kicked out of the tournament, man, it used to be like that. But once I moved over here, sports no longer, really means as much to me anymore. Hey, what's going on? What's that? Slanta Ron? Let's get those thumbs up, guys. Yeah. I'm retired 2019. I'm getting my second vaccine shot April 23rd. Can't wait to travel. I tell you, like I said, my friend Carmen, she's over in Playa del Carmen right now, man. I envy her because it's a beautiful, beautiful place. If you've never been there, look, guys, there's a lot of places you can go while you're waiting for this to open up. What's up, Clayton Mary? And I would say Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Cal Dearman. There was a little shade thrown on Gene's channel. Here we go. Oh, yeah? What, at me? Because she's always over here on my channel, man, on my live streams and my comments. All right, Brasilero Shelton said he's got his last Tuesday. Anton Wilford, I'm scared of PNP. I'll tell you what, I don't fool with him. Oh, Cal Devin says, no, it's Geo. Oh, okay. Well, that's her ex. Hey, Thomas King, thanks for that super sticker. Retired 2019 said, I'm taking a road trip across America, going to visit some wineries. Oh, man, that sounds good, brother. Okay, was that Bobby G that said, check my cash out? Thank you, brother, for your help and support. Jacob said my second dose is scheduled for tomorrow. I'm waiting, me and John, John said, I'm going to let John be the first guinea pig. I'm going to sit back and watch him shake and see what happens to him. And if he survives, then I'll take it. Hey, Bobby G, thank you. Hey, Bobby, but I've got a new cash out. It's $ Calvin, capital R56. Eric Mason. It's Brick Mason. I appreciate you. He said, thanks for what I do. Blessings from the Dominican Republic. Man, I appreciate it, brother. I want to go to the Dominican Republic. Steve Davis said, yeah, you can, but you better have your insurance paid up because they're going to kill you after you get done. Hey, Mixed Philippine Journey, that Kiss of Death video is such a good video assessment of the situation in the Philippines. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Don't make me roll after it. Thanks for that $5 super sticker, man. That's funny. Adrian Fernandez says Shabu. But let me warn you, Steve, the Shabu over here is powerful. It comes straight from China. And they got it hyped up, I think, with this fentanyl, I'll tell you. But what's so strange about over here, the value they put on the drugs, man, they, the police, they'll get 1 kilo and they'll say it's 5 million pesos worth of Shabu. And I'm like, how? Because they break it all the way down to the very last compound. You know how they used to do in the early drug war in America, man, but that's how they do it over here. Brett said, did you mail the DNA test? No, they wouldn't let me mail it, so after this, I'm going to take it to the post office. JM says, any hopes I'm traveling this year? I gave you the nitty gritty yesterday, man. I don't see it happening, man. It's really getting scary over here for me. I'm not pushing the panic button, but I'm just telling you that, see, people over here, the masses, they're afraid to get that vaccine, to take the test. Because they know if it comes back positive, it's a stigma, man. So they don't even want to know. I'd rather just, in their minds, they'll say, I'd rather just be asymptomatic, because they can't handle the truth over here. They will be looked at as a leper. They'll never live that down, even though they're not really sick. They just, it just comes up positive, so they won't even take it. See? And then the vaccines is very limited here. Then the rollout is so slow, man. I told you. It's like watching a race between a snail and a slug. You know, it's painful. Flint Doc says, when you getting the vaccine, Calvin? Well, according to John, the U.S. Embassy said they're going to pay for it. But of course, you know, we're in line. So I think who said, hey, John, what Gio was talking about me, which I don't care, really. It don't, you know, bother me. I mean, I took a lot of heat from those Dumagetti disciples down there yesterday. You know why? Because I said on my video, I said, this is probably where y'all want to change the channel to the Dumagetti channel and all that, let the good times roll, I'm living a fantasy content. Oh yeah, well I called it from them. I call them Dumagetti disciples down there. Okay, Cal, do not use the post office. I hope all's well. Okay. Gio says all good stuff about you. Oh, okay, thanks, Steve. Charles, he said, watch out, brother, my retirement place. Yeah. Make sure it's registered post if you're using the Philippines Postal Service. What do you mean? Oh, okay, yeah, I will. Anton said, I'm going back to the U.S. in May to get the vaccine, then hopefully come back in a few months. That sounds like a good plan. John said, Dumagetti's called Epstein Island. Yeah, but I call the people on there Dumagetti disciples. They just all follow that same old, you know, protocol. You know, let the good times roll. They ain't really worried about people suffering around them and what's really going on in the Philippines, you know. Red's Jam Rock, don't listen to other vloggers, Calvin. I don't. That's what I told you, man. I'm not, I could care less, man. You know, I've got my base, man, and I'm going to tell you, y'all the best base on YouTube. And I tell you, because we learn from each other, man. We share information. We kid each other, man, like family, man. But it's all good over here. Brad Jones says reckless. Thomas King said, I see 3 Columbia, and they are having a good time. I'm sitting here. I don't know if y'all can listen, but in the background, I'm listening to the Stylistics Round 2 album. If you don't know that album, then you're telling your age. You're too young. It's one of the classic albums made in 1972. Brizolero Shelton said, can you come back to the States to get the vaccine, Cal? I can, but then I wouldn't be able to get back in here. What's up, Mel A? Smoky Mountain Modeler said, I love the Philly sound. Me too. Matter of fact, they got a few OJ songs on this. Criselle said, I wasn't even born in 1972. I got you, brother. USB drive about 500 minutes. Oh, okay. I'm afraid to take the vaccine in the Philippines. You know, it's that, man, I'm going to tell you something. I've been coming here on and off for 12 years, and I always read the newspapers here. And usually these columnists, I like them because it's real journalism, but usually they're real tame. But here lately, man, I'm going to tell you something. Man, they've been going at the government hard, man. I can't believe it. You know, because, you know, they're stepping on some toes. They could basically be putting themselves in jeopardy, but they don't care, man. It's COVID has got them lit up, man. They're on fire. And go to the Manila Times and read them opinion columns, man. You wouldn't believe it. Oh, wow. BM from Baylor. She reminds me too much of my ex. Is the music, it's not copyrighted, right? Well, see, I'm listening on my computer. And, you know, not on my Facebook, Gene. Van Witch says, the live stream, if they hear music. Oh, okay. Let me cut that down then. Thank you for that, brother. You know, I'm green at this. Now, if YouTube can hear that, they really do. They really are snooping in on me. Because I know they watching, man. Because hell, them cookies follow you every damn where. And Snowden already busted it wide open. He already let you know. Brad Jones said, I like these cafe vibes with Calvin. Thank you, brother. Retired 2019, soul music is best. They quit making soul music. I'm trying to figure out why. Steve Davis, Calvin, I'm watching from Baltimore. They decriminalized weed and prostitution. Wow. Now, if only I smoke weed and only if I dealt with prostitutes, hell, I'd move to Baltimore, but I don't. Hey, Brasilero Shelton, man, best music in the world. You right. See, when I was growing up, man, listen. What's up, Jason Kincaid? Thanks for the super sticker. Gio has no beef with you, Calvin. Let's see. I've got to hit this one time, guys. He says he's a good man, just doing his best with what he's working with as well. Yeah, like I said, I respect those guys. I respect anybody that has a channel on YouTube. I just be messing with the Dumagetti disciples. Bobby G said, let's start a soul band. Come on, man. When I was growing up, man, there was so many groups. If one group got old and faded out, there was somebody there to take their place. Now, nothing, you know. It's like that genre don't even exist. Rag Jam Rock, those days are over. I'll listen to you. Cal Dearman says, be careful, Cal. What are you saying, brother? Yeah, I can listen to it all day, every day too, man, I'm gonna tell you. Thomas King said I was 4 years old in 1972. Hey, y'all gonna laugh. I've got a new video I'm gonna bring out tomorrow. It's called, you know, I did the Filipino makeover, right? Well, I'm getting ready to do the Filipino tune-up and oil change and why it benefits older men. It's funny, man, you know. But it's true. It's true. What's up, Carmen? If I start listening to this, I seem to, I can't stop, brother. Brasilero Shelton. I'm telling you. Hey, you dirty puppy, thanks for that. Super chat. He said, Calvin, buy John a drink and take the family to a nice dinner. Okay, thank you, you dirty puppy. I'm going to do that. John, you get the cheapest, smallest bottle of Tanduay they got. That little bitty bottle, I think it's about 28 pesos. Momentum L, good to see you back, man. Labels don't develop artists anymore. They only care about revenue. That's right, man. Fred Baldwin says, Calvin, you're funny. Brett Thomas, what's going on? I appreciate it, man. James Lance said, you got jokes today. Yeah, Brad Jones said, get those likes up. Yeah, that's true, man. Y'all know it helps me. I know now. Clayton Murray, you're too young for Dumagetti. I tell you, man. I love Dumagetti, the city, though, man. I love Dumagetti, especially in the evening. You go down by that boulevard, man. It's nice, man. It's romantic, too. Brasilero said, don't do John like that. Hell, John's got, one of my subscribers bought John 8 bottles of Tanduay, 8/5 for his birthday. John said it's a good start. Yeah, John, get with, tell Janessa, I'm going to take this $50, man. Let's go over to Ma'awani. You can drink all the beer you want, man. I want to try those ribs again. They got good ribs. He said Baltimore's a good vacation spot. That's funny. He said, but I'm down to 3 bottles. Damn, John. when I came over there that day that I told y'all that they gave me that Filipino makeover over John's house, right? I was smiling from ear to ear, and John, boy, he really burst my bubble, man. He said, they told me I'm good looking and sexy too, Calvin. And boy, I died laughing, man, but John was halfway to becoming John. He had, you know, them old smokes that he smokes over there. What's the name of them smokes, John? I can't think of it, but, and then then he had about half a bottle of Tanduay down there, man. You know how you start talking louder when you get drunk? He was there. John Player Blue, okay. Yeah, they got some rules over here for you, man. I was so hot yesterday at that mall. I couldn't believe they wouldn't let me ship this off, man. Jason Gage said, John is sexy. Oh God, the world's ending for sure. Yeah. Oh, Marlboro cigarettes, but they got some funny, I forgot the name of these cigarettes over here because I always buy my son's mother, I buy her father 2 packs every time I go there, man. I can't think of the name of it. I'm going to give it to my subconscious mind and let it, any cigar smokers out here, yeah, one of my subscribers, Philip, up in Luzon, he rolls his own cigars. Mr. Calvin is there karaoke bars up and down Dumaguete. Not that there's a lot of bars up and down that boulevard. And when you get there at night, man, yeah, Mr. Knight, karaoke is big here. And when you get there at night, you'll hear them. A lot of them have live bands. I don't know about now, but pre-pandemic, yeah. Brett said, I met my girl on Cherry Blossoms dating site. We've been talking for 4 months. She lives in Davao City. Well, I'm going to tell you something about this pandemic, guys. Be careful. Because especially over here, you know, times are real tough over here, man. And women will say and do anything right now. Some of them over here. I'm not going to put them all in there. And just be careful, man. Because I'm going to tell you something. This is what I read in the paper a couple of weeks ago. They caught a tricycle driver and a woman there having sex in the park. The police run up on them. And after interrogating the girl, she told the police, she said that she offered herself to the pedicab driver for 200 pesos. And I was like, 200 pesos? Yeah, that's what the pandemic has done. The price of the pea has come plummeting down, man, you know. So if you're John over here right now, you're in heaven, really. Because you can negotiate really, really cheap, man, right now. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's true. It's the truth. Hey, American In Express said, great channel. I like that profile name. Yeah, right now you can get a piece for 200 pesos, guys, and that's pretty bad. Oh, I just turned for your. Now, they got great karaoke singers, man. Here, you wouldn't believe it. They can't speak a bit of English, but man, they get behind that mic and they can sing. Yeah, $4, man, for a piece right now. Brazilero Shelton said, man, I feel for the ladies. Yeah. It's pretty, you know, it's kind of hard, but you know, everybody's got a sob story, man. You know, they were doing fine before they met you. Clayton Murray said, tricks for 200, I'll turn that. Yeah, right now, it's pretty cheap right now. Calvin, they put everyone's business in the news, for real. James Lance, yeah, they do that. It's funny, they didn't say any names, but They'll have a little article like that. They do that stuff like that. Well, they used to do like that in Louisville, Kentucky, in the Metro. They used to have, but they would name you. Was caught breaking in the restaurant or whatever it was. Yes, it's gotten pretty bad over here now, man. And if you're one of those if you're one of those predators, one of them that takes advantage of people, man, my God, man, I'm pretty sure people are getting taken advantage over here. New York City, everything said Dummies, the YouTube book. Have you looked it up yet? I haven't, man. I apologize. Let me write that down. I'm going to look this up when we get done. Dummies, the YouTube book. Yeah, I'm going to look that up, man. That must be the universe telling me, Adrian Fernandez, 200 pesos, no biscuits. But you remember, this is the Philippines, man. Even when I was down in when I was in Zamboanga, Zamboanga, it was women down there on the street. The hookers on the street, not the ones in clubs. 300, 400 pesos, man, yeah. And you get it, James Lance said, come on, Calvin, you said fair exchange is no robbery. No, I didn't say that. It's not a fair exchange. Not, with this dating site thing. We're complicit in our own robbery on that. It's no fair exchange. Now, is that a fair exchange? I would say it is. Hey, thanks, Toberly? Is that Robert Burley? He says, I'm a fan from New Jersey. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm just a regular Joe, man. I'm just trying to make sure that when y'all get over here, man, whenever that is. Yeah, Wendell Richardson. That's the Stylistics round 2. Hey, what's going on, Bruce? My own Boontag here. Oh, man, Trevor Swelby says he's from Jamaica, man. I'm impressed. Instead of getting PTSD, he said you'll get PSTD. Yeah, you'll get something over here, man, you won't be able to get rid of. What's up, Demetrius? Boy, man, I'm glad to see you back, brother. Yeah, you can get a hold of some stuff over here, man, you will not get rid of. And I want to tell you guys something. When any of you guys that flying to Cebu, once you start walking around in Cebu, let me tell you something. Do not buy that Cialis and that Viagra. It's not real, okay? And you can tell anyway, the boxes are faded, but don't do that, man. There's no telling what. Hey, Joe San Augustine says watching from Angleton City. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Dennis Williams says the 70s music absolutely positive. It is, man. I love the 70s. Probably the best music was created during the 70s. I don't know why. There's so many people in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame from that era, man. I guarantee you there's no other decade that has as many. I mean, really, man. Thomas King said rumor has Exuberant base opening back up. Yeah. Sam Champion says there's a Filipino Viagra called Robust. Well, but I know a lot of the guys around here, they talk about that. Is it Tonkat Ali? A Tonkat Ali or something like that. Tonkat Ali or something. That's what all the pedicab drivers and tricycle drivers, that's all they rave about it over here. Yeah, he says, to Burley says, Calvin, it takes forever. Yeah, I'm still waiting on a package now that a guy sent me from there. Actually it arrived in Manila March the 12th. I still haven't gotten it. Mac Ben said, eat right for your pipe to stay right. It's true, you know. In this video I got coming up, talking about, you know, the Filipina tune-up and oil change and how it benefits older men. See, you know, when I got over here, man, my engine was sputtering, man, backfiring, quitting, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. You know, I said, man, I need a new engine. And then when I got over here, the Filipina said, nah, you don't need a new engine. Let me hook you up. Let me plug you into this diagnostic, to my diagnostics, give you a checkup. And she said, nah, you don't need no new engine. You need a tune-up. And she went to work, man, and hell, I've been working ever since, man. 3 kids later, I'm still running on all cylinders, man. So yeah, she plugged me into that diagnostic machine, Cal Deadman. Calvin, how do you get a tune-up? Well, you gotta let them plug you into that diagnostic machine first, retired 2019, and see what your problem is. Yeah, see. And then she'll diagnose you. Black man, Filipino wife, hey, what's going on, man? Clayton married that tune-up. Yeah, they got a tune-up and oil change. And see, you have to get your oil change regularly over here, and they will change it for you regularly over here. Not like over there in the States. You know, like that was the problem with my engine. My ex-wife wasn't changing my oil on a regular basis. You know, Cal Devin says, Cal, I heard you flying to Cebu and passed the COVID test. You don't have to quarantine. Yeah, but you're not going to. That's what the protocol was, even in Manila before this new variant hit. But see, you got to realize, Cal, they're talking about Cebu, the province. You know, Cebu's an island. Cebu City's a different deal. You still got to have that swab test and all that to get in Cebu. Hey, Michael Dorsonville, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Man, is your wife still in Zamboanga? Yeah, man, the Filipina gave me a tune-up, man, and I've been running good ever since. She rebuilt my engine, as a matter of fact. Wendell Richardson, Cebu City has some beautiful women, absolutely. I say the most beautiful in the Philippines because they come from all over that Visayas region to Cebu to, you know, get jobs, to, you know, in search of a better life, man. And I tell you, man, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. It's beautiful women all over this place because every time I go to Bacolod, man, my eyeballs fall out. I was over there yesterday, man, and see, I love my woman, man, and I promise you, man, I'm faithful. I would never fool around on her, but man, when she ain't with me, man, I get an eye full. And it's some just knockout women in that mall yesterday. Yeah, guys, let's hit the like button. I'm up to 100. How many people I got on here? 206. Y'all see, y'all should give me a thumbs up just because I'm not buffering today. Since I shot up to that 20 Mbps, man, I'm not even buffering, guys. But if I throw my hand up like this, it's too much. Frank Ellis said, yes, she rebuilt me like the $6 million man. Yeah, Clayton said, eye candy, loose head lens. Yeah, man, I'm going to tell you, man. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, I've lost 35 pounds. My engine's running better. I lost 30 pounds over here. K. Davis said, I need to be there getting my oil change. Man, I tell you, they got a special, too, on this oil change. You know, I get mine changed, man. You know, I'm going to tell you, man, when I got here, my engine had stopped. I thought something was wrong with me, man. You know, because a lot of it's up here. But when she plugged me into that diagnostic machine, man, and Filipinos have the diagnostic machine, guys, it's going to tell you right away if something's wrong. Well, they got the state-of-the-art diagnostic machine. Brazil or something said, can your girl hear you cow? Even if she could, she knows I'm joking, man, but, you know. He said remind him to wear his helmet when he's walking around coconut trees. Hey, guys, y'all think that's a joke? I'm telling you, not too long ago, I was in Iloilo, man. Really, it was pre-pandemic. And I'm sitting on this bench, man. I'm telling you, it's true. And there's an old lady, she'd never seen a black man before. She's like 90-something years old, lived across the street. She just wanted to come to see me, the black man. She got this close to my face, started smiling, went back home. The minute she got back home, man, this coconut fell inches from me. Yeah. And if it would have hit me, it would have killed me. And if it would have hit my shoulder, it would have broke my shoulder. I mean, and right after that happened, they cut all the coconuts down, which they should have did it anyway. Adrian says his motor needs a brand new engine. I thought I did when I got over here, but I didn't, man. I'm gonna tell you. This Filipino tune-up, man, and oil change have you running like the wind. Yeah, to Burley, it's good thing you did miss, man. Brazilero, Sheldon said, damn cow. Yeah. Y'all think I'm joking, man. You know, I started coming over here when I was 45 years old. And my wife just wasn't doing it for me, man. I really, you know, like I said, I don't care what she did. Put that engine treatment and all that. Nothing was working. I come over here and, man, the Filipino did the trick. Demetrius Boyd said, I had an incident in Manila that ended up with an awkward visit to the clinic. I was her first black man, not the last. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's he said Brazilero Shelton said that's at D3 and fish oil. It is, man. I tell you what. Frank Ellis said, I'm really getting pissed, man. I still haven't gotten my $1,400 stimulus check. I got mad, man, and I just told my kids they could have it because, you know, my daughter's got my debit card. I just said, just take it, you know, my 4 daughters, I split it amongst them, man, because, you know, they shipped it on a Friday, and it took another Friday to get it. He says, yeah, try that Brazilero, Shelton. It's going to work. And see, you got to realize I take a multivitamin. They got something over here called Ultima. See, I'm going to tell you about the Philippines, man. They're over-the-counter medications and their supplements, man. They're so much stronger, so much better. I got this multivitamin. Men and women can take it. It's called Ultima. It's got like either 30 milligrams of ginseng in it. And then I take let's see, the D3, the vitamin E is what I take. Thomas said, how old were you when I first got here? I was 45. Hey, what's going on, Fred? Now, see, Fred Baldwin, he can back it up. He told me, in his words, he's still active. You know, he's 70, and he looks younger than me, believe it or not. And I'm not trying to, you know, pull his leg. He's in great shape, man. You know, because I'm going to tell you something, man. You know, all that old age, man, it's really, man, in your mind, because you really don't know how old you are for real, because time is man-made. We created that. This is something out of our mind. We guessing. We said, okay, a day is going to be, you know, evolution around the sun or whatever it is, or, one, the 24 hours it takes to, spin around or whatever it is. We just came up with that. And everybody, and that was the rule of the law, but you really don't know how old you are, man. To brother said, tell my niece. And you probably, hey, Mac Benson, set up a Zelle account, bro. I don't do Cash App, the other BS. I've got it on my Capital One 360 account. I just haven't had time, man. I need to do that, though. I appreciate that information, Mac Ben. Brad Jones, the classic. The chassis is twisted. But I tell you what, they got something for you over here, man. I promise you, man. They'll have you up and running real quick. Yeah, I was stressed out over in America, man, and now I'm over here now, man. It's like I'm a new man for real, man. Y'all think I'm joking, man. Y'all think I'm just saying that, but I'm really not, man. There is a rejuvenation that happens to you over here if you want it. A lot of people think that they're coming here to retire, but really what happens is, to them, what ends up happening is they get rejuvenated, man. I see it all the time. That's why I came up with that video, granddads, men having babies after 50. I used to see it all the time when I was over here. And I was like, man, these guys would be in their 60s, in their 50s. And I didn't think it was possible, man. Now I'm one of them. Male A by this week, 1,400. Rolling them out already. Yeah, you're right. She said stress will kill you, brother. It will. Man, I'm telling you, man, when I came over, I was 30 pounds overweight. I had anxiety. I was depressed, and believe it or not, I came over here as a last resort. I was like, this is it. I'm going to try this and see what happens. Man, it was like taking, like a wonder pill. Here I am. Oh, J.A. said watermelon smoothies. Brazilaro Shelton said, Cal, when will we need the patent leather shoes? Probably when you get about 45, man. Psychologists now are saying that this midlife crisis isn't real. Hey, Doug Carr, Kumasta. But I'm going to tell you, man, it is. They're saying that it may not be true, but I'm going to tell you that it is. I'm going to tell you that something happened to me. What's up, Russell from Mississippi? I'm going to tell you that my thinking changed when I got 45. I woke up one morning, and my wife at the time, who was 7 years younger than me, she was just, man, she was too old, man, for me for some reason, man. I just thought I wanted a younger woman. I felt trapped into this life that I was living, man, and I wanted out, man. I felt like my world was closing in. What's the good news, Doug? No, hey, to Burley. No, you ain't got too many questions, man. You can ask away. He said, Adrian Fernandez said, I look like Will Smith and smash the light, not. And smash like Ron Jeremy. Oh, wow. Doug Carr says she just cleared to leave today. Wow. You mean from the Philippines? That's got to be great news. But, I'm going to tell you something. It's crazy about what goes on here. What's going on, Calvin? Barney? A friend of mine down in Zamboanga, she had gotten, approved for a tourist visa. So she was going to go to Abu Dhabi or Dubai, whichever one it was. And, man, she got to the airport in Manila. They wouldn't let her out, man. They would not let her out of the airport. she couldn't answer their questions to their satisfaction, and they didn't let her out. She had to go home. James Lane can't go anywhere right now. Cal Devin says, you get my friend request. I didn't get it, Cal. Send me a message, and then I'll send you a friend request. Yeah, you can get a haircut, Mel. Okay, Cal. The trail said, have to put it in another nondescript padded envelope. I'm going to go do that today, man, because I'm going to tell you something. And then I'm going to go to DHL. I'm going to just go back because I don't want this young lady to have to wait any longer than she's already been waiting, man. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I know y'all going to get on me for saying that, man, but I'm sorry. I grew up in those days, man, where that type of stuff, those type of, you know, like wife beater. I caught hell for saying wife beater. And, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You know, people get on your case for that stuff nowadays. And I'm sorry, man. It's just how it is in America. But we're crazy. Yeah, DHL is a good one. I sent a package there before. See, I'm going to actually go to the DHL. My problem was when I went to the FedEx, it wasn't really a FedEx. It was a satellite office, and the guy just really didn't know what he was doing. You know, that's why he gave me so many problems with that. Look at this. Look at this thing, man. It don't weigh nothing. It says Ontario declared a 4-week state of emergency after hitting a record number of COVID. Wow. Well, see, here's what they're saying in the papers up here. They're actually being mad. They're saying that the lockdowns are not working. They haven't worked in containing the virus or lessening the cases. But they are having a drastic effect on the people. Listen, guys, I'm going to tell you this. This is some boots on the ground stuff, man. People over here, they're headed up to here with these lockdowns, all right? You heard it here first. They getting ready to push back over here. I believe it. So much so that I told my soon-to-be ex-wife, I said, come and get our son and take him home. Take him to the United States. I said, because it's getting dark over here, man. If they shut this whole place down again, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. I think, you know, I'm already seeing it. The people are like, you know, yeah, the government says one thing, but look, we got to eat. We're saying something else. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you what I'm seeing. It's getting ready to get dark over here before we see any light. And I'm not pushing the panic button. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Six years ago, I sent my future wife an inexpensive engagement ring and ended up paying $300 in shipping and taxes. Yeah, you're right. But I did a video on that. It may have been inexpensive to you. How many times did she, you know, because a lot of times they'll pawn that stuff over here. Hey, Zoo Jab, good morning. Can my Filipino travel out to Singapore? I'm pretty sure she can, if she can get that tourist visa now. Remember, it's not easy. Because if it was so easy, man, they have a hard time keeping anybody here. You know, so you got to have a compelling reason. You got to have money in the bank, property. You got to have something that's tying you to the Philippines. If not, they're going to probably turn you down. And don't just throw money in her account. One way you can get around it, just give her a little money. See, right now, you guys could be, I'm going to give you some inside information. You know, since it's going to be so long getting this thing open, if you sending your girl money, tell her open up a bank account and start putting in little pieces of money and let it add up over time. Then when she goes to get that tourist visa, they're gonna look in there and say, oh, okay, she's got 100,000 pesos in there over a 6-month period, which is not, anything out of the ordinary. They may grant that, they may grant that, but it's gonna be hard, man. It's hard to get that tourist visa for regular people. Mac Ben said, bro, it's about to get dark everywhere. Man, I hear you, man. I mean, but see, the thing about the United States is, see, they can play with it a little longer, in Britain and all these places. They got all that money. See, the money's not here, man. The money really is being, the Philippines got a lot going on over here. I'll put it like that. And, they don't have the money to throw at that COVID like America. And America can make it seem like everything's okay, except people are steadily dying over there. Why do you go through the mountains to Bacolod versus the other route? Because it's less than half the time. Yes, less than half the time. It takes a little bit over 2 hours to go through that mountain. You go through that other route, it's about 5 hours from San Carlos, because they're going to stop. The drivers got to eat lunch. Sam T said, don't waste your money. You won't get a tourist visa for Filipino. You're right, man. It's hard, man. And I try to tell people, but they still want to try it. So, it's hard, man, to get, out of this place. Unless it's going to be like a K1 or, you marry them and be, what is that, a CR1 or something like that, man. It's hard to get out of here. Imagine that. Only, they talk about the OFWs, but that's only 10% of the population, man. The other 90%, they got to stay over here and make the best of it, which a lot of them do, too, man. You'll be shocked. Dennis Williams said, all you brothers and sisters, I'm having so much fun reading all these fantastic and creative comments. Nothing but love. God bless you all. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate that. Like I said, man, we got a nice no troll zone. And I'm thankful, man, for the viewers and subscribers I got. Michael Dawsonville says she's in Hong Kong working. I'm an accountant, okay. Working in, is that Fort Lauderdale, Florida? Rick 504 said a free visa entry for the Filipinos in West Africa. Yeah. Is that right? So then we have to go to Africa. That'll be a good way, Yeah. Adrian Fernandez says she needs a large amount of pesos in her bank account, like 100,000. Yeah, it's like 2,000. That's what I said. Calvin, I bought my bride to be the USA in 2017 on a B1, B2 visa. Wow. Now that was smart. See, that was smart. Now, how many guys can do that though, Sam? Help us out. Mel A said, where's the good time maker shops in the Philippines, Cal? In Cebu? Yeah, I'd say Manila, I'd say Cebu, because, man, they got some guitar players over here. Yeah, you're right. Rick 5014 said, meet in the other country because you can't meet in the Philippines. Yeah. Sam T said, and a property and a career. Yeah. You got to have something that's tying you to this country when you're going to come back. Because see, what's happened is, it's women, man. I know women in the States when I was, with my ex-wife. They were over on like a work visa. And once the visa ran out, they just stayed over there. Thanks, Michael Dawsonville, for that super sticker. And they just stayed over there, man. And then, getting married, having children, and then they'll get a lawyer and get it worked out. That's the hard way, but that's just how they're doing it. Well, Cal Devin was telling me that you can get married online now. I wouldn't do it, guys, but it's 3 things you don't want to do online. You don't want to fall in love. You don't want to propose, And you definitely don't want to get married, man. Come on, guys. You know, we have to have more self-esteem than that. See? Because I'm going to tell you, the Filipina's not falling in love with you online. She's a great actress, man. You may think she's falling in love, but she's not, man. She's got too much going on over here to be falling in love with you over there, man. Oh, okay, she was the first to pass the interview out of the 7 people in front of her. Yeah, Brisolero Shelton just preached, Calvin. Yeah, yeah, you might as well just wait, man. You know, patience is a virtue because, see, that's the advantage that the Filipina and Filipinos have over the Western world. Patience, man. This system over here goes to teach them patience. We don't have patience in America. Everything over here you have to wait for. Yeah, you have to wait. And see, that is the key. They can wait you out, man. They know you're not going to wait. Yeah, you're going to get all, you know, hot and bothered under the collar. And, you know, she got you. You know, you want to get married right away. I don't understand. I still can't figure this one out, guys. Why do we want to get married so quick when we come over here? I don't understand it. No one has explained that to me yet. I don't get it. Charles B says true online weddings are sad. No, real, yeah, okay. But they're sad, man. I wouldn't do that, man. Yeah, the Philippines is in the future, but so far behind in time. You know, that's a great analogy, Adrian, because in a lot of ways, and I promise you, I was thinking sort of on that line on my way back from Bacala yesterday. I was like, you know, the Philippines is so much smarter in certain ways than the other places in the West because of their ability to get along with each other over here, man. It's unbelievable. You know, and I know you talk about this civil war going on, but see, the Filipinos really didn't start that. The Spanish started that when they came over here and started cutting up this territory over here, and you know, they started that, man. You know, but the Filipinos are remarkable in the way that they get along together. Oh, okay, it might have something to do with you being retired military and a federal employee. Whatever it was, man, it was smart. I've never heard of anybody doing it. Robert Rosales says everybody confusing lust for love. You're right, man. You know, and that's why I made that video. I said, love, stop pretending, man, you know, that you in love. She don't believe it. Nobody over here believes it. You the only one thinking you coming over here fooling somebody. People know why you come over here, man. But it's okay. You know, love is just lust dressed in a 3-piece suit. You can dress it up, man. I'm going to tell you, man. I told y'all in the video. You come over here if you want to with a bouquet of roses and chocolate. By the end of the night, the chocolate's gone. The roses in the garbage. Period. You know, save the romance for France, guys. You know, it ain't going to work over here. Filipinos, they're romantic and they love romance, but you know, you can come over and just be honest. Fall in love together, man. Don't fall in love, guys. Man, that's what gets us. And Mac Ben is right. He said love is subjective. He said you come to the Philippines to get a soggy carrot. But really, man, try to fall in love together. At least get to know the woman, because what y'all don't understand is this. Y'all understand where these women are coming from. You looking at on the screen, just like you can only see like this little part of my room right here. You don't really see her reality, man. Some of these women, man, they're actually living in the bush, man. You know, it's levels to this stuff. But y'all won't listen to me. When you meet a woman that lives way in the province, you got to bring her to the municipality first. Then from the municipality to the city, second class, third class city, then to Cebu or Manila, then to your country. If you take her out of the deep province, man, and bring her to America, man, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble, bruh. It's not going to work, man, under no circumstances. Trust me, man. So, you know, you gotta kind of like, because listen, my my woman I'm with now, she hasn't went to a lot of places. She went to Manila because she used to work in Manila, and then she was an OFW in Singapore. But a lot of the places we go, she's never been to. But she's from the city. She's not from the province. My son's mother was from the province. Man, the first time I met her, we were in a taxi cab. She got sick because she never rode in a taxi before. You know, never done a whole lot of things before. So you gotta ease them in. You can't, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. You gotta take it slow. Get to know them. Get to know their family, where they from. Hey Cal, I was LDR over a year. Sent her a few dollars, so I finally got sexually explicit with her. Let's see. Let's see. Sexually explicit with her, and she told me not to call her again and find another woman. Yeah, but like I said, man, they're all holier than thou till you get here in person. Yeah, they're all, Jesus freaks until you get over here. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a whole different woman that you're going to meet in person than you're talking to online. You'll see the real deal when you get online, man. You get behind that closed doors, man, she's eased in now since she's over here. But I'm going to tell you something, man. Yeah, try to slow it down a little bit, guys. Really, because you don't know find out where they're coming from. Find out just how desperate of a situation they're coming from. Is it love or is it desperation? Is she really interested in you, or she's really trying to escape this situation? Because some people over here, man, their life is so hard. They live so, you just can't wrap your mind around it. That they will say anything or do anything to get out of here, man. And then once you get them to where they're going, then slowly they start unthawing on your butt. And then, you be like, man, what the hell have I done? Because see, we only get the sugar-coated stories, guys. We only get the sweet, happy endings, man. I tell you, I need a few more horror stories. I'm going to do a video on it, man. I'm going to tell our side of it. We're the ones who usually get our heads busted open over here, man. More times than you will ever know, but we're so proud. Men, we got so much foolish pride, we don't want to tell nobody. Yeah, we don't want to tell nobody, man. I tell you what, a woman got me one time. It's the only time that I've ever been, because I've been lucky on the land. But I tell guys, man, you don't want to come over here. I didn't know any better. You don't want to come all the way over here depending on luck. But she lured me in. We're talking online. Yeah, send me the plane ticket, she says. So I go online to the Cebu Pacific, make the plane reservation. Oh, but I need 2,000, 3,000 pesos. I got to pay my babysitter, give my mother something, because I'm going to be there for 3 or 4 days, right? I sent her the 3,000 or 4,000 pesos. She never showed up. My money's wasted on the ticket, because remember over here, there's no refunds at all over here, especially now during this pandemic. I told y'all already, you cannot try on clothes over here now. Reminds me of when I was little, but yeah, you can't do anything like that over here, but it's hard to get a refund. So yeah, you got to be careful, guys, with this online stuff. Pan-African black men going their own way. A1 black man, his partner is lucky if you are strongly, what's he say? Wait. He says, any partner is lucky if you are strongly liked by another. It's not by force. Do you first. Yeah. I'm coming up with something just like you, a black man going their own way. I've come up with something. You know, we're men with our own agenda. You know, and a lot of times, if you come over here with that type of attitude, and you're gonna slow walk it, man, you're gonna find, man, probably the best woman you've ever met before. Yeah, Frank, I got, man. She got me good, man, because, you know, remember, you know, they will lure you in, man. They're great actresses. She got me. But I can honestly say that's the first time I've ever been got. You know, now it's like, I'm coming to you. You don't have to come to me. You know, just hold that thought. I'm on my way. I'm on the plane. You don't have to come here. But yeah, if you slow roll it, man, over here and take your time, you won't regret it. Most of our problems come because we got hot pants, guys. Let's admit it. Man, we got off the plane, we, you know, taking our pants off as if they on fire. You know, and this one they get you because, man, when you jump in the bed with a Filipino, man, I'm sorry, man, you done made a big commitment. You ain't not over in America and Britain and France and all that, man. You will never get rid of her. And if you do, you know, it's going to be a hard thing. You're going to have to stay. If you're here for 2 weeks, your first 2 weeks is going to be burnt with her. Then you got to sneak back in the country the next time. Meet the J. Andy. Meet me, Jay. He said, my Filipino asked for money over one. What did he say? Let me see that. What did he say? That's good. He said, my Filipinos just asked for money over 1 year. I said, no. That's true. I don't blame you. Clay, oh, I messed up, guys. Well, my hours over with anyway. I don't know what I did. So stupid thing. Oh, wait. There you go. Okay, I know. Somebody told me to try that yesterday. And I want to thank you for the guy who told me this. See, I didn't panic. Gary T said, greetings from San Francisco. Is there one piece of advice you can give guys before they come into the Philippines? What would that be? It would be not to come over here and meet a woman, man. Don't make the woman the focus of your trip over here, because that's the least thing you got to worry about, guys. Don't focus on the woman. Make an itinerary. The Philippines has some of the most unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime destinations on the planet, man. Definitely over here in Asia. I would see 3 or 4 of them places, man. You going to meet a woman. Trust me, these women are not shallow. A woman over here will give you some conversation, you know, but don't make that the focus of your trip. That would be the one piece of information that I would give you, you know, because, you know, most of my viewers are men and most of them are coming over to meet a woman. But I tell you, man, don't make that the focus of your trip if you don't do that. If you don't make her the focus of your trip and you come over, you got an itinerary, and then you meet a woman, man, then you got more control, man. But I'm going to tell you, if a woman's waiting for you when you get here, man, she's going to control your trip, man. Period, man. I guarantee you, man. You see, man, you don't want that. Hey, Philippines, my paradise. I just give them, you know, my life experiences over here. And tell them, you know, what went wrong with me. Because I'm going to tell you, I got on the plane. Robert says, hey, can I have a visit Northern Luzon? I haven't. The furthest I've been was Tagaytay. I went on a tour there. Batangas, I stayed a couple of days there. And, yeah, that's it. That's as far as I've been. Because, you know, with my anxiety, man, I can't deal with that Manila traffic, man. I can't deal with it, man. Hey, Mike R.C. says, hi, Calvin, I love your channel. Thank you. Let's see what we got here. See, I know how to control that now. Man, what the hell's going on with this stupid phone? Wendell says, I'm coming to enjoy the sun. And man, I tell you, man, that's a good plan. What's up, Philippines reaction? What's going on? Easy does it, Cal. Yeah, I know how to do it now. A guy told me, he said, squeeze that thing. You know, but yeah, guys, because when you come over here, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. Filipinos are not shallow. And I'm going to say this not so loud. I buy some vitamins at this place, man. I mean, it's two little beautiful young girls that work there, man. And they want to give me some play, man, but I won't, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. See, I'm done with that. I've got a good woman, man. I mean, I got a great woman, man. I'm 57, she's 38. I'm done, man, you know, because that's the biggest problem living over here and in a relationship. You're going to be tempted every day. But see, you don't have to worry about that, guys. Take my word for it. I'm the most bashful guy in the world. But just being nice to Filipinas, man, they're going to reciprocate. And then you just say, hey, you know, can I take you out, you know, on your lunch break or something like that. Trust me, man. It's going to happen. But if you know, if they're waiting for you over here, man, you know, you're going to be sorry, because I've been to Brazil. You see the beautiful women there. Been to Colombia, been to Mexico, met women from Venezuela. And I'm just saying this about, you know, where these beautiful women are supposed to be. Of course, the United States. I'm going to tell you, you're going to see some women over here, man, that's just going to blow your man away. You're going to be like, man, she's beautiful. You know. And you've already chosen one online. You know. It's like going into the department store versus going into the outlet mall. The Philippines is the outlet mall. The online dating is the department store, guys. Look, you're going to see in the outlet mall, the prices ain't going to be any different, really, but you're going to get more makes, more models, more variety than it's being sold in the department store. That's the only way I can tell you. That's the best way I can tell you to get you to understand it. If you choose that online woman, you know, just be prepared when you come over here, man, that you're going to be sadly disappointed. I mean, you know, the very first day, you're going to be sadly disappointed. Yeah, Frank, he says it's hard to keep your pants over there. Those women can drive you crazy. I mean, they literally can. You know, and that's the hardest part of being in a relationship over here. But it's not hard for me anymore. It used to be. The variety, man, is just unbelievable. It's just out of this world. How many of them it is, you know, and then they're just so beautiful. They're just so, you know, they're just so nice, man, and so accommodating. It's like, you know, if you come over here and you're immature and you get into a relationship, it's not going to last, because you're going to be bouncing like a ping pong ball like I used to do. You know, my son's mother, man, probably should have married her. She's a beautiful woman inside and out, ambitious. She's over there in America right now driving people crazy. In Raleigh, North Carolina, I promise you. She done died of her, a blonde, man. It's about as beautiful as I've ever seen any woman. And I'm going to tell you something. I opened up that Pandora's box, man. I was really, you know, I couldn't get any better, man. That's why I made the video. I made that video, A Good Woman in the Philippines As Good As It Gets, because of the woman I got now. There's no upgrading from her. It's only in my mind if I'm thinking I'm upgrading. No. There's no upgrading from this one. And, you know, in America, we always talk, you know, we always need to upgrade. Being contented is a bad word in America, especially in sales, you know. You're never supposed to be satisfied with what you did last month. And then, you know, it makes it so different. Hey, James Lyons, thanks for that super chat. He says, Brother Calvin, another masterpiece. Thanks for the great live stream. So glad to be with you. Hold it down. For all the Jack and Joes, we need the support you provide. Always keep us on our toes. That's right, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. And, you know, I made that video, man, because, you know, if you find a good woman over here, man, you know, and that's why I say come over here. Find a woman of your choice. The women online, they're choosing you. You're not choosing them, guys. Don't think you're choosing them because you flipping through that page. No. She's choosing you. She's sitting back in her inbox looking at you guys like, okay, which one is going to be the best for me? Which one do I really think is coming over here? Who's got the more money? Who's more likely to bring me over there and take care of my family or whatever? You're not choosing nothing. You come over here, you can choose. And that's a fact, you know, because, you know, when I come to Dumageddon, I'm going to interview Jean in the Philippines, if she'll let me. Pan-African black men going her way. Thanks for that super chat, he says. Blind women on... my two youngest daughters, they went down to Florida for the spring break, and two of their friends had blonde weaves. It wasn't no hair, it was a weave. Blonde hair on black women. Try blue Calvin in California, yeah. But no, I'm talking about the Filipina blonde. She dyed her hair blonde. Yeah, man. Oh my God. But you know, it just wasn't meant to be, man. It just wasn't meant to be, really, because at that time I wasn't ready to settle down because, you know, I just come out of a divorce, man. And see, that's the thing about it. They'll try to force your hand. You know, yeah, they'll try to force your hand, and they will. Every day she was asking me, you know, America, 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 what's your plans for me? When are you going to take me there? You know, and it just, you know, I just said I can't do it. Yeah, yeah, he's right, you know. But when you come over here and you meet the woman, you see her background, you meet her family, you understand where they're coming from. You're not just chatting with them, and you don't see them all as scammers, because they're not all scammers. You know, it's only a small percentage of women online anyway. And even a smaller percentage of that they're not even scammers, guys. Don't call them that. A scammer is somebody sophisticated. These are beggars and they're panhandlers. They're not scammers. You know, a scammer to me is when somebody unwillingly takes my money. If I give it to them willingly, it's not a scam. If I stick my ATM card in there and somebody skims it, and then when I get home, they've taken all the money out of my account, that's a scam. Somebody asking me, hey, you know, I got a sad sob story, you know, or even worse than that, just, you know, I need, you know, milk and diapers for my kids, you know, send me, you know, 5 or 10,000 pesos, and you give it to them. She's not a scammer, man. And then you got to realize, guys, you're not helping these women. Get that out of your mind. That's an investment. When you give somebody some money and you expecting something in return, that's not helping them. That's investing. So, you know, you just got a bad investment. That's all it is. You know, don't blame it on her, you know. To be honest with you, it's just a bad investment, guys, you know, because that's what you're doing. You're investing. Gary T said, when did you realize that your lady was the one that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with? I'm going to be honest with you, man. You know, she's a single mother. And number one, the way that she raised her kids, number one. Number two, the way she hustled around here, even after meeting me, to feed her kids, to take care of her kids. The reputation that she has, it's impeccable. You know, she's smart, she's intelligent, she's a bookkeeper. She knows everybody in this town. all the players, you know. But that doesn't impress me, but I like that about her, you know, because when I came here from Zamboanga City, Gary, I was supposed to spend 2 weeks in that decrepit government quarantine place. She stepped up and talked to some people here, and I was able to do my quarantine at home. See, that's the type of woman I like, but it's her reputation, man. You know, she said that she hadn't been with a man for 2 years. I believed her, and now I know it's true. You know, she just doesn't, what I want. You know, and plus she's mature. You got to realize when I met her, she was 37. When I met my son's mother and my soon-to-be ex-wife, they were 24 and 25, which is a good age, but not like 37. See, when you meet a woman over here 37, she's going to appreciate you a lot more than those young ones. Because she's done been through a couple of relationships. She knows a good man when she sees one. See? And see, I'm going to tell you another rarity over here. And the problem you're going to have dealing with the young girls. It's the conversation, man. Even though they know how to speak English, you're not going to be able to sit down and carry a conversation with them. If you do, you're very, very fortunate. You're very, very lucky. See, I can carry on a conversation with her. Yeah, Lynn, she said 37 is perfect for a life partner. It's true. And at the stage in my life, see, it's where you are in your development, in your life. You know, I'm 57 now. I'm not trying to bounce around anymore. You know, I see her for who she is now. It's not, is this the best one for me? Can I get anybody better? You know, am I missing out on something? See, I'm beyond that point now. But when I got over here, I wasn't like that, because you see all these women, and you know, you're going to get whiplash, man, if you're not already settled, you know, down somewhat when you get over here. It's just going to happen, man. It's not just only one. Yeah, he says this is true, man, and you can tell that, you know, because people's like, oh, you know, you can tell a woman and how she is. She says, oh, okay, I didn't see that, but yeah, I'm going to. I love to, because I think Jean's got a lot of potential. Yeah, Jean's got a lot of potential that I see. You know, I know she won't come on here and with all that riffraff, because I had a woman there. This is a nice looking friend of my wife. I mean, she's really nice looking, but I would never bring. She wants me to interview her, but I never will, because I know what she's about. She's about them games, man. She'll be asking all of y'all for money. She'll tell everybody she already got a boyfriend. She got a couple of sugar daddies over here in the Philippines. But she was Miss San Carlos City. Just to tell you, man, you know, she's like in her, I think she's 32 now, but she's nice looking, got nice shape, nice looking woman. I think she only got one son, you know, but she's with that riffraff. I would never interview her, man. Y'all would kill me, because she'd have all y'all sending money and all that. Yeah, she's about to hustle. Yeah, she's cold-blooded. And see, that's why I try to tell these guys, you know, I was talking to a guy, it's the same guy who bought that one-way ticket. I told him to cancel it. You can't come over the one-way ticket. He's head over heels for this little girl right now. You know, I said, look, man, slow down, because I'm going to tell you, you'll get over here and she'll look at you and go the other way. You know, with Filipinos, they want to feel a connection, man. If you don't feel a connection, they don't care what your feelings are, man. And it's going to seem cold to you, but to them, it's just real life, man. You know, don't fall in love online. Wait till you get over there and meet them to see that connection. That's what they're looking for. I'm telling you, man. If there's no connection, you know, they're not going to fool with you. If they do, it's a red flag. Yeah, but see, yeah, that's why I'm gonna see. I'm looking out for y'all's best interests. That's why I made my channel. That's why I give you all this inside information, because it's the same thing that they get when they come to your home country. Somebody's there schooling them. Not only that, even the men, these OFWs, they get an orientation into the other country. Whatever country they go to, they sit them down. They get an orientation before they go over there. They tell them the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the do's and don'ts. That's all I'm doing. I'm not knocking anybody. We have to look after each other's best interests over here, man. We're 8,000 miles from home. We're on the other side of the earth. Nobody over here cares about us. Not even your fellow expat. Okay, run out of money and see what happens. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to secretly film you, and they're going to put it on YouTube. Look at this sorry sucker. See, they're going to do that. I would never do that. I promise you. I've got an extra bedroom in there. As long as I vetted the guy and know that he's okay, here, man, you stay in there until you get your check or whatever, and you can go home or whatever you can do. I'm not going to take pictures of him and put him on Facebook. Oh, look at this foreigner begging on the streets of the Philippines. Man, what kind of man are you? You can give him a few dollars, man, and get him on his way. You know, that's just how it is. But we have to look after each other, man. But if we don't, you cannot win over here by yourself. It's too many games. It's too many levels over here, man. You're going to lose. Gary T said, would I ever play matchmaker? I already have, really, when I put them women online. See, when I put them online, it's my stamp of approval, really. You know, so if somebody does get hooked up with them, I'm willing to deal with the consequences. But women like her, see, I wouldn't put on her, guys. Not for likes, not for views. I mean, because I don't want you to get used. I want you to come over, even though you're a grown man and women, when you come over here. I'm not going to be a party to that. You know, I'm going to look after your best interest. I'd rather you come over here, don't meet anybody and go back home, you know. They come over here and meet the wrong one. Because remember, I tell you guys, when you meet a good woman over here, you don't get lucky. Majority of the women over here are good women. It's only when you meet the bad ones do you get unlucky. You can only get unlucky in the Philippines. You can't get lucky. Because most of the time, you're going to meet a good woman here. But if you play your cards too soon, and you're in such a hurry, you got hot pants, you're going to get unlucky. And when you get unlucky over here, man, you can lose it all. Yeah, you can lose it all. Man, and you're going to be hurting, man. Because they cold-blooded, man. And it's not that they're trying to be cold-blooded. Ingram Davis said mostly everybody had a bad one. Yeah, and I guess, it could be part of the learning experience. But remember, experience, man, sometimes it's overrated, man. I'm going to tell you that right now. If somebody can tell you, look, man, don't go over there and buy that weed over because the weed is no good. And then you go over there and buy it anyway. And you come back and it's that old Mexican, bunk or whatever it is, then don't blame me. I told you not to go over there, and that's what it is, a lot of times with me. I'm just trying to tell you, grown men, y'all can do whatever you want to do. But I'm just trying to tell you, look, don't go over there and buy that weed, man. It's no good. But if you go over there anyway, then, what am I supposed to do? He said in California you can get unlucky. But see, over here, if you get unlucky, man, it's because you really done something wrong, man. It's so easy to meet the right one over here, guys. Right, Brad Jones said don't blow the wad at the airport, but it's hard to do, Brad. That's the first big test that you're going to have to pass. When you get off that plane, man, you're going to see a woman that you've never seen before. You've never had that experience with a Filipino before, man. They're beautiful, man. If you got the right one waiting for you, you're done. For real. That's what happened to me, man. You're going to be done. There's no way you're going to uh, pass that test, man. You're going to flunk. She's going to be standing there, man, that beautiful hair all the way down to her waist. Short shorts, man, just that creamy skin and, just, I'm sorry, man. If you can pass that test, you a man going his own way. I'm going to tell you. But they'll have you saying, are you going my way? They'll turn you men going their own way into, are you going my way? Yeah, they'll break you down. That's, believe it or not, that don't work over here, man. You basically have to be a John over here. Because Filipinos, they're not going to play that. They're going to play that men going their own way. You might fool them once with that. You're not going to fool them again with that. No, they're not going to do that. Ingram Davis said he got his PhD. I feel like I have too. Lynn said, did I go out and date different women in Manila? Did I go straight to the province? Now here's what happened. See, when I first came over here, Lynn, it's the first time I ever heard of online dating. I was 45. I'd never heard of online dating. I was in a chat room. They said, yeah, go online. So I went on cbhonest.com. I met 2 women. That's the only thing I did. Right. I didn't, because the first one I met, we spent like 2 days together and it wasn't compatible. I promise. Here's what I did. I gave her I gave her about 7,000 pesos, and then I met the other one, see, and they were in Cebu City. She was from the province. That one was. But the other one was from the city. And most of the women I've met have been in the city. Some of them were from the province. My son's mother was from the province. But no, I'm not the type of guy who can go out and meet women like that until I came here and see how easy, and approachable Filipinos are. They're not easy, but, approachable. But no, I didn't do that. I haven't dated a lot of women in my 12 years over here. Really only about 4 or 5. That's not a lot. Trust me, that's not a lot. Because, see, I've always been a one-woman man. Always, it don't take a lot to please me, and that's just how it is, but what happens is you get over here and you see all these beautiful women and you see that, hey, I can go from one to the other. You have a tendency to do that because I had 2 women at once. I had 2 women. Yeah, I had 2 women, see. She said, I'm not damaged goods. Yeah, because they will get you. But the Filipinos, they're going to spoil you, man. It's going to be hard. You really got to be a cold-blooded, just a sociopath to screw over these women, man, over here. You really got to have something wrong with you to do that. I can proudly say that I have every woman I've ever dealt with is better having met me. Both my son's mother, my soon-to-be ex-wife, they're both in the States living their best life. My woman now has shot to the top now. The women I deal with, they're better off having met me. I would never screw over a woman, man. I'm just not like that. But I had 2 women at one time, my son's mother and my ex, soon-to-be ex. And I chose my ex because she convinced me she did not want to go to America. She fooled me. But at that time, I didn't have no choice. I had to take her because I didn't have enough money to retire over here. But what happened was, and why I made that video, when you take them over there, they fall in love with that, man. They see a life they only even dreamed about. Some of them can't even dream that big. It's when they go into America. Imagine this. When I met her, she was earning, with a college degree, all right, she was earning less than $100 a month. Now she goes over to the United States, got a job at General Electric, GE over there, making $130, $140 a day, getting paid every Friday, 401k, Christmas bonus, 2 weeks vacation out of the year. Come on, man. You think she's going to leave that? And that's what happens, guys, go to a place where, you know, getting credit cards. She got, when she went over there, and she still got them, 500,000 pesos in credit cards. Man, that's a fortune over here. And you see why they don't want to come back. Not that they don't love the Philippines, but see, as expats, we're in the Philippines, but we're not of the Philippines, guys. See, I was telling my girlfriend that the other day, I don't have to get up and go to a job for 10 hours a day for $4 or $5. See, I don't have to do that. But the Filipino does, so I've got to respect the people over here, their culture, and really just mind my own business, really. The more questions you start asking over here, that's a rabbit hole that never ends, man. It's none of your business. It's better to just mind your own business over here and stay away from, what really makes the Philippines the way it is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Frank Ellis, she hit the jackpot. It's like you got a lottery ticket, man. You ain't going to turn it back in. She's not going to turn it back in. And you don't blame them because, you see where they come from. You see how people are living over here. You be like, okay, I see why she don't want to come back. Not because she don't love the Philippines and don't miss her family, yeah. But she don't want to be walking up that big-ass mountain just to catch the jeepney back down the other side of the mountain, for $3 and $4 a day. Yeah, Amen said that's why you stay there, so their life, their life is going to change. See, I couldn't convince my wife that even though you're going to be in the Philippines, you're going to live a life that it's not of the Philippines. We're just going to be living here now. But I couldn't get her to see that. He says his wife in Dumaguete lived in a used ravioli can. I'm going to tell you something, guys. It sounds funny, man, but that's why I tell you, come over and meet these women, man. You would never believe where some of them come from. Then you'll get to know why they say the things they do, why they act the way they do. Some of the poverty here, poverty's relevant anyway, okay? Let me put it like that, because there's poverty in America. An empty stomach is an empty stomach. I don't give a damn if you're on Skid Row in L.A. or you in Tondo in Manila. If you hungry, you hungry. But some of the poverty you see over here, man, you're not going to be able to wrap your man around it. Y'all saw the house that baby Denise and Donna were living in, man. They were comfortable there. Had Sunshine Shoulders not showed up, they would still be there, and it wouldn't bother them to a certain extent. It's like it becomes normal to them, But now, you would not know this Donna. You would not know her, man. Hey, JoJo L, thanks for that super sticker. She had that peculiar mental twist, man. She done forgot about how she was living before she met us. Now, oh my God, go on Facebook, you'll see. But I'm kind of glad for her, really. But no, she's not the same. She's not that humble, woman that I met. But I'm kind of glad that we were able to do that for her. But yeah, come over and meet these women, man, and see where they come from. Because, man, I'm going to tell you, it's pretty bad over here. But American hunger is like not having pickles on your hamburger. That's a great example. Because of the opportunity, yeah, you can go there. You can go sell blood and get $30 or something like that. See, that's why I like America, see. But you got to realize it's our tax dollars that pay for that kind of stuff. See, over here, the tax base isn't big enough. And see, there I go, not minding my own business. See, I got to learn to mind my own business over here and stop, seeing so much into everything. Just see it for what it is. It's the Philippines. I didn't make the rules. I didn't have nothing to do with it. But the minute you start worrying about, well, why are they living like this? Why does 2/3 of the population live on $2 a day? man, it's going to drive you crazy, man. You're not going to enjoy the Philippines like you should. And so, you know, I just started minding my own business now. I grew up where I'm compassionate, and I can't change that. I'm 57. I'll be 58 next month. I cannot change that, so I'm not going to try to change that. This little boy, man, I mean, I was working out today, man, and tears welled up in my eyes. Little Toto Carl, the one I told you, if you go on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page, I said he's probably one of the bravest little boys. He's got stage 4 kidney cancer. There is no stage 5. So, you know, we helped his mother buy some oral chemotherapy for him just to make him comfortable. And now, man, he's in the hospital, man. She sent me a picture, man. I mean, I'll tell you, man, I was this close from bawling like a baby. You know, because I said, damn, man, this little boy's only 6 years old. He never had a chance. You know, but that's the kind of compassion I have. I can't watch little kids suffer, man. You know, we sent the mother some money, you know, and, you know, whatever happens now, you know, I'm going to help them, you know, on that other side, because the doctors gave him a 1 to 2 months. When they tell you that, usually, man, you know, there's no hope for you. So she sent me a picture of him, man. He's, you know, he's sedated, he's in the hospital. And at 12 o'clock today, I'm going to ask all my viewers and subscribers and followers, we're going to observe a moment of silence for him, man, because he need, you know, he's right there, man. He's right there at death's door. And it's just the kind of stuff, man, that it just tears me apart, man. And you see so much of that over here that if you don't be careful, man, it'll overwhelm you. See? So a lot of times you just gotta mind your own business over here, and just, you know. David Wayne says, like you said, it's all relative. He said the wealthy feel legitimately starved when they don't have steak and salmon. The poor feel wealthy when they get chicken in the pot. That's right, man. You know. But there was a great article in Manila Times today, man. They said, we need more good Samaritans over here in the Philippines. And they do. Man, I made a video a long time ago. It was called The Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. And what I was talking about in the video was, if you think that the poverty over here is going to shock you, no. The wealth over here is going to shock you. The wealth of some of these people over here, man, is going to shock you when you come to the Philippines. Remember, okay, before Henry C. died, 2 of the Forbes richest 400 people on the planet lived right here in the Philippines, man. It's people here that are so rich and powerful, you wouldn't believe it. And the article in the paper was like, we need more good Samaritans over here who aren't going to worry about, who are not going to put the needs of the economy before the needs of the people, who are going to step up, the elite, the super rich over here, man, who can step up, man, and erase this poverty over here, man. They won't do it. And that's what shocks me, man. You know, I'm like, it's none of my business, though. But it's a great article, and she's telling the truth. She said we need more good Samaritans over here, especially during this pandemic. That's all I'm doing is being a good Samaritan, man. I don't want any pats on the back or anything, guys. You know, I'm just doing what I would hope somebody would do for me. I mean, people are literally starving over here. You know, us being expats, you know, what you're unthinking to be living a good life over here. Even though you're not responsible for nothing that's going on, how can you live so comfortable? How can you live so good? And when people close by are dropping to oblivion, man, they're dying, they're starving. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry. I got to do something, you know. So I started the Sunshine Shoulders, giving 1,000 pesos every week. That's the most I could do. You know, I said as my Facebook page grew and my YouTube channel grew, I was going to do more, and that's what I'm doing more. I'm giving away 500 pesos a day now, you know, just to help somebody during the pandemic. See, when I first started it out, and you can ask my girlfriend and I said, my dream, because I was only spinning that wheel once a week. I said, my dream is to spin this wheel every day. See, for 1,000 pesos every day during the pandemic. And I'm going to get there, man. I'm going to give away eventually. You mark my words. Watch my Facebook page. You're going to see. I put it out there in the universe already. I'm going to spin that wheel every day for 1,000 pesos before this pandemic's over, before it's all said and done. And I'm going to be done with it. I'm going to be like, this is the most I can do as far as I can do, because when you add that up, it's only 30,000 pesos a month. Okay, it's about $600 a month. See, I'm going to spin that wheel every day. See, until I don't have anybody on that spin wheel. I done gave all it away, because if I'm giving away one every day, at the end of the month, that's 30 people off that spin wheel. Pretty soon, there's nobody going to be on the spin wheel. I'm gonna erase that spin wheel. That's my goal. But hey, guys, I got to get out of here. I got to go pay the winners from last night and 2 nights ago, because I was in Bacolod. I'm going to take this back to Bacolod tomorrow. I'm going to take it to DHL. I'm not going to fool with that post office. Thanks, everybody, for your super chats. Let's see if we can get 200 thumbs up, man, before I get off here. We're at 189. If you're in America, man, it's late, man. You know, and I hope you help somebody. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift, you know, the national championship games and probably ended. And you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. Everybody just about got their $1,400 stimulus check over there. Okay. When you help other people, man, I'm going to tell you, man, something's coming your way. You're in the Philippines about 11:30. You know, I always tell the people who win the drawing, but they won't do it because they don't believe in the law of compensation. I'm trying to tell them that it's real. I'm trying to tell them that almost 8 months ago, I was sitting there in Zamboanga feeling sorry for myself. I started Sunshine Shoulders. I probably had about $1,000. And I said, you know, in my savings, I said, you know, every week I'm going to give away 1,000 pesos. That's $20. I didn't know how far I was going to go till I ran out of money. Don't you know that 7 months later now, I'm getting ready to buy a piece of property, you know, but from blessings from over in the United States. I qualified for a loan, man, that I didn't think I qualified for, you know. A 100% unforgivable loan. See, because when you help people and you don't expect anything in return, see, that's when the law of compensation will reward you 100 times, 1,000 times your sacrifice. But people don't believe it, because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.